This is next morning in Suzdal. We've got our bags packed, ready to go. This hotel's very busy. We've seen a tour of French people here, and we've spoken a little bit to one couple. And we've just seen there's just outside the window a bus full of Japanese tourists going off. So they're obviously very popular place.
We've just come out of our hotel and can see the traders setting up stalls in the market square. After Suzdal, we will travel on to Kostroma with a brief stop at Ivanovo.
Starting our excursion around Suzdal. Just here is the river Kamenka. Museum of Wooden Architecture in Suzdal. Over there is the river Kamenka, and behind me here is the Transfiguration Church, and over here is the Resurrection Church. Both these churches are entirely built of wood.
The Museum of Wooden Architecture and Peasant Life in Suzdal was created in the 1960s and 70s. It contains churches, peasant houses and domestic outbuildings of the 18th and 19th century. All the structures were bought from villages in the Vladimir region. The museum is located on the site of the St. Dimitri Monastery and contains two remarkable wooden churches, the Transfiguration Church and the Resurrection Church, both built in the 18th century without using any nails. We will visit the Resurrection Church and several of the peasant houses.
We're in the Museum of Wooden Architecture in Suzdal. This is a typical peasant house of the 19th century. Behind me is St. Euphemia's monastery, founded in the 14th century with a defensive purpose as well as
The most impressive monastery of Suzdal is the Saviour Monastery of St. Euphemia's, founded in the 14th century to protect the town's northern entrance. The monastery became very wealthy and was surrounded by great brick walls and towers in the 17th century. The Cathedral of the Transfiguration of the Saviour inside the monastery contains a wealth of frescoes telling biblical stories from left to right. In the cathedral we heard a beautiful performance of singing by three monks. Outside you can hear the chimes of its bell tower ringing out on the hour. In the grounds of the monastery is the tomb of Prince Dmitri Pushkarsky, a national hero who defended Russia against Polish invaders in the 17th century. The monastery also contains a prison which housed religious dissidents.
11th century, and we've got here the Cathedral Nativity, which dates from about 1220, which has wonderful frescoes inside.
In the Suzdal Kremlin is the Nativity of the Virgin Cathedral with its starry blue domes. It contains a wealth of frescoes on a blue background and 13th century doors decorated with gold on blackened copper. The Suzdal Kremlin was founded in the 11th century and is surrounded by an earth rampart nearly a mile long. Inside, the Archbishop's chambers contain a large hall which was used for receptions. It has a long table and a throne for the Archbishop, and two huge stoves covered with decorative tiles. Next to it is a museum containing historic exhibits.
We've just finished our visit to the Kremlin and we're going to be having lunch shortly, and I'm standing next to a statue of a local poet, Andrei Lidovic, and behind me there's a very old traditional style house, and just over the road we've got the old fire station with what like two very ancient fire engines there. On a surviving bit of the defences of the Kremlin, and all around we can see a panorama of beautiful churches. Altogether Suzdal has about 200 UNESCO listed monuments. We left Suzdal and we've stopped for a short while at Ivanovo, a town famous for textiles and linen, and we're on our way to Kostroma.
On the way to Kostroma, we stopped at Ivanova. This city has a population of 408,000 and was first mentioned in 1561. It became the major textile manufacturing centre of Russia. It's known as the City of Brides because most of the textile workers were women.
We've arrived here at the Hotel Azimut in Kostroma, where we're going to stay 2 nights, and tomorrow we're going to have an excursion to Yaroslav.
We're just going on a little walk before dinner into the woods near the hotel, and we found these wild lupins along the path.